One of the things that you will encounter in the wasteland even more than guns is chems, or rather drugs. These have been around for as long as I can remember. Even back before the war they were around. Although they were highly illegal or tightly controlled by hospitals, most drugs started out serving a medical purpose, such as the painkiller Med-X. It was a go-to painkiller even years before the war. These days, though, many ponies have taken to using the painkiller in more recreational ways, as they would alcohol. Most drugs were introduced in Equestria by the zebras before the war. They used their vast amount of knowledge in the field of alchemy to lend their expertise to the field of medicine. Somewhere down the line, the more unscrupulous ponies and zebras put their expertise to use in creating drugs that alter and/or enhance the user's physical or mental capabilities. These weren't just meant to help ponies and zebras. Some of them weren't meant to help at all. The goal was making money. It is like this that drugs like Buck, Mentals, and the much more addictive derivative Party Time Mentals came into existence. If you are reading this book, then you have probably already encountered a few tins lying around in the ruins of the old world. When the war broke out, many new drugs were invented for mostly military application. Drugs like Dash and Rage were nearly standard issue near the end of the war. Worst of all is that drugs like Dash made it into the hooves of the public. It's for that reason you can quite literally find the stuff everywhere in old abandoned buildings. The most common drugs you will find in the wasteland are by ascending order of addictiveness. Med-X is a common medical drug used to treat pain and shock. It commonly comes in intravenous form. It tends to have the side effect of lethargy and drowsiness, and it can be addictive. Buck is an advanced anabolic steroid designed to briefly enhance the user's strength, reflexes, and endurance. Rage is a very powerful intravenous drug developed during the war to create more aggressive soldiers. As its name suggests, it can cause the user to enter a fit of rage while simultaneously dampening their mental functions. Dash is a powerful hallucinogenic stimulant that gives the user a slowed perception of time. While highly addictive and dangerous, it allows the user to think and act faster than they normally could. Mentals are mint-flavored drugs that are consumed orally. Mentals are a zebra substance that is designed to enhance the user's memory and mental clarity for a short time. Party Time Mentals are a special and highly addictive variety of mentals. They are used to dramatically increase mental function and charisma. Many drugs carry the risk of addiction, which is why they are so bad. There's this mare I knew, and she was very sweet. A Pegasus mare. A bounty hunter, and for the most part, she went after the likes of slavers and raiders that were harassing innocent ponies. And, whilst escorting me to a town, we were ambushed by raiders, and the fight was too much for her and me to handle. In desperation, she resorted to taking a mixture of various combat drugs. Dash and Rage and Buck. She'd never used them before. Even though she got hurt badly, she won. It wasn't until she was better that things started to change. It started out as a craving she easily resisted, but after a week, it started with nervousness, shaking, watching her get back drenched in sweat from nothing more than scouting out the area around town. She grew agitated and snappy. She insisted that she was fine. Eventually, a few others and I had to restrain her and take her to another town to see a doctor. Drug addiction can be cured by professional medical ponies in a relatively short amount of time, but the patient must be restrained and forced through accelerated withdrawal symptoms while the substance is being flushed from their bodies. Even then, the mental cravings for the drug may remain there forever. Like a depression, a temptation, the need is always there. That is why I'm writing this chapter, to warn ponies away from these substances. There isn't a way for me to say this without sounding like one of those posters from before the war, but drugs are not worth it. They might give you an edge in combat, but they will kill you, slowly. That friend that I mentioned, she died. She relapsed not 3 days ago, and overdosed on Dash.